Hi everybody, Craig here. Welcome to the start of a new Age of Wonders 3 playthrough series. This time around, we're going to be doing something a little different. We're going to be playing one of the Age of Wonders 3 campaigns. Now, I've been thinking to myself a lot about this lately, and the last time I even touched one of these campaigns was probably almost a decade ago, shortly after the game first came out. And since then, I've mostly just played scenarios and then random games that you've seen me feature on the channel numerous times. So I thought this might be kind of fun to go back and play the campaigns. Now, as I said, honestly, it's been so long, I don't really remember them very well. I don't remember exactly how the campaigns function, so I'm going to be going in fairly blind to this, and I think we're going to have a lot of fun here. So let's jump in, and we will start with the campaign, The Elven Court. As Sundren, Princess of the Renewed High Elves, claim your destiny and decide the future of the world. Now, this is the sort of first campaign, and it's recommended for new players. Of course, we're going to be playing on the hardest difficulty possible to make it more challenging. And it does have an optional tutorial, which we will be skipping, because obviously I have a fair bit of experience with the game, so I don't think we need the tutorial. So we're going to jump right in.
The Wheel of Ages turns, set in motion by two opposing powers preparing for war. The Commonwealth, humanity's greatest empire, spreads to every continent. Emperor Leonis promises to reward ambition regardless of race, creed, or descent. The Empire's machines roll forward, bringing wealth to those willing to crush all opposition. The Elven Court will not submit. It is our duty to protect Athla, so that the wonders of our world will never fade. My name is Sundren, and this is my journal.
All right, well, here we have the game setup. So we are going to switch simultaneous turns over to Classic, which is what we pretty much always play. We have the difficulty setting here that we're going to dial up to hard, which is the hardest difficulty possible. And as you can see here, it looks like we're going to be playing as Sundren of House Inioch, who is a High Elf rogue. Now, one thing I do want to mention before proceeding into the campaign itself, all of the mods that I typically have in my other playthrough series are still installed and still active, so they may be having an impact on some of the units that you see in this campaign, but overall this should still be fairly vanilla, as it's going to have all the pre-built stuff that was in the game when it first released. So just a caveat there, if you want to see any of the mods that I do have installed, please check the video description, as that's where I list them. So with that out of the way, let's proceed.
My father is King Saradas, once first Stormlord of the Dark Elves. My mother is Julia, former Queen of the Wood Elves. Their passion reunited dark and light souls, restoring the High Elves. Their power reinvigorated the glory of Inioch's ancient Elven court. My brother, Prince Thannis, is firstborn. He is schooled in war and statecraft, destined to great deeds. I was born second, and a girl. All my father wants me to do is secure a powerful husband, but I want none of that. In public, I may be a dutiful daughter, but I have trained and I have spied. I will be more than just a princess. In the court, envoys come and go. Everyone talks of war. Many flock to the banner of our Elven court, seeking refuge from the human-run Commonwealth with their technologies of metal and smoke.
Now, this is offering me the chance to play the tutorial. Werlak, one of the advisors of your father, approaches you with an offer. I have noticed your interest in matters of state, Sundren. It is wise of you to train for possible conflict. The humans are growing ever bolder, and if war should come, the Elven Court will be stronger for your efforts. If you want to learn more, I can tutor you. Now, we are going to reject the tutorial because, of course, as I said, I have a plenty of experience with Age of Wonders 3, so we are going to say no.
My grandfather, Inioch, was king when the High Elves last ruled. Then the humans came and murdered him. The elves' hearts were broken in two. Inioch's daughter, my mother, pursued healing, leading the Wood Elves, while his son, Meandor, chose vengeance, leading the Dark Elves. While we fought among ourselves, the humans grew in power. then came the shadows to consume us all. For the first time, the world stood as one. Victorious, leaders of all races joined together to form the Commonwealth. My mother guided them, but one by one the mortal founders died. Their children forgot their forefathers. In 2 generations, they sought gold over virtue. My mother's dream of harmonious equality died. The Dark and Wood Elves withdrew from the Commonwealth, turning to each other for survival. My parents' love was their catalyst. One midsummer eve, those broken elves gathered for a night of sacred unification. Bodies and souls joined, performing a mystic ritual we call the Mending. My brother and I, the first of a new generation, were born thereafter. The High Elves had returned. I found an opportunity to escape my gilded cage when Thannis was sent to negotiate with the Commonwealth at the Council of Origins. I slipped out amongst the entourage and joined my brother. Thannis thinks war can be averted, but during my nightly spying I have overheard even our trusted allies lusting for power. These lords would sell their own families for an advantage in the impending conflict. Though a warrior, Thannis favors peace. He repeats my mother's words: diplomacy is essential to prevent war. I fear they're too late, and history favors the one who strikes first. The council is to be held at the Pool of Origins. It is a sacred place where leaders go to settle disputes. It is guarded by a wise orc named Gamblag. His powers ensure envoys can attend the council without fear of violence. Yet, on our approach, we hear movement in the woods trailing us. Thannis leaves his guards with me, while he enters Gamblag's domain.
Alright, well, here we are. Sundren of House Inioch. High Elf Rogue, your rise to power begins. Thannis' guard speaks. Your Highness, Gamblag's domain is forbidden to all outsiders for the duration of the council talks. Prince Thannis requests you to take care of the bandits we discovered in the woods. His scouts have located their hideout. Lead us, Your Highness. We are yours to command. Strange that Gamblag would allow brigands this close to the sacred pool. The Elven court trusts him to protect those that travel here. I suppose we can do his job while he hosts the talks. We will need to strike at the brigands quickly before they grow in strength and overrun these woods. Alright, well here we are, and it looks like we have a number of sort of tutorial options here. We're going to dismiss these, obviously. We really don't need to worry too much about those, but it looks like we've started here with Sundren at level 1, so she's just the standard rogue leader. And then we've got here, okay, nice, we at least have a Storm Sister, and then we've got a smattering of Tier 1 units, including 2 Longbowmen, which are obviously going to be very useful playing as the High Elves here. So we're going to regroup our stack, and then it looks like we've got a teleporter here, but that is inactive. Welcome to the Vale of the Pool, temporarily closed for visitors. Teleporter deactivated. Well, that's of no benefit for us. So, looks like the brigand hideout is down here, so why don't we just head on down. When there's some mana for us, let's grab that. Excellent. One thing we should also check is what kind of spells we can cast here. Oh, nice. Okay, we've got Treasure Rating and Poison Mastery. Poison Mastery, I think I'm going to get up and running. That's going to benefit all infantry, cavalry, and irregular units gain +2 poison strength. So that's pretty good. Treasure Rating. Troops receive training to turn treasure sites upside down, leaving not a single valuable behind. The value of rewards from treasure sites and gold pickups is increased by 20%. So obviously that's beneficial, but I think I'm going to go for the Poison Mastery, as that gives me an edge in combat. Alright, so we're going to head over. Let's just take a look. So hunt the bandits. Yeah, so Thannis' scouts have found their hideout. I should clear it out to stop them from harassing anyone further. So we are going to do that. We can also pick something to research, so let's see what would be good here for us. You know what? Quick Dash would be useful. That gives us access to healing, which otherwise we really don't have much of. Bless. Oh, that's kind of interesting. Oh, I guess we must be... You know what? Let's take a look here. Can we... go to our diplomacy menu. Okay, here's what I was wondering. So, Sundren has Adept of Air, Creation Adept, and Explorer. Okay, so that's good to know. So we'll exit diplomacy. So going back to this, yeah, you know, I think Quick Dash would probably be a decent choice just to have the healing. Grimbeak Crows wouldn't be bad to just give us access to additional units if needed that we can summon. And irregular training isn't bad, benefiting our irregulars, but we don't have too many of them at the moment. So I think we're going to go with Quick Dash. And then we'll end it there as we don't have enough movement to keep going. So, all right, next turn. Head down here. And let me just see. What is this here? A Tome of Wonders. Okay, so these are just the hints that we can dismiss. We'll get rid of those. Being a leader, no problem there. All right, so let's engage this battle here. We're up against 3 human scoundrels, it looks like. This should be fairly straightforward. We'll try and get Sundren some experience here if we can. And of course, the key with these is always trying to make sure you don't lose any units early. Alright, so they're doing their thing. That's fine. Alright, so why don't we step up and see if we can soften them up a little bit. Very nice. Alright, and then our longbowmen should be able to get in on the action as well. Very nice. Let's see. Do a little bit here as well. Excellent. And then Sundren can step up and do a little bit of work here. And then I think what we'll do is we'll just park our units here kind of in front to provide a bit of protection. And then we'll wait a turn here. Now we're going to take some punishment. Yep, we're crippled. But that's fine. Nothing we can't handle. We're going to step up a bit further, and we're going to go for the kill. Like this, and then we can use Sundren to get the finish, I think. Yep. Perfect. All right, now that we've got that out of the way, we should be able to start hitting them pretty hard here. Yep. And then I think what I might even do is go and start breaking down these obstacles. So we'll do that. And we'll do that. And that's going to allow us to get right in there. We'll step up here, and we can kill that one. Perfect. And then we've just got the one scoundrel left. Ooh, that hurt. Now let's see. How are we doing for experience here? None of our units have leveled up yet. So what we might do then is just soften them up a little bit here. Yes, excellent. And then we should be able to get the kill with Sundren, giving her that extra bit of experience. Very nice. Well done, sister. They will not trouble anyone anymore. The talks are not bearing fruit at all yet. I don't like it. Most lords do not seem inclined to even listen to us. I will try to find out what their true motives are. Thank you, brother, and good luck with that. However, it seems I am not finished yet. It is apparent that a number of brigands were not accounted for, and there are many tracks leading south. There is a high elf village there, Eldast, which may be in danger. Alright, so we've killed off the bandits. Ooh, nice. Okay, and we get a ring that gives us some blight protection, which is fantastic, because if I remember correctly, yes, high elves have inherent blight weakness, so that's great. That offsets some of our kind of innate disadvantage there. Excellent, and there's some gold and some extra mana for us. So now, it said to head south, so yes, here's the city of Eldast. So we can go check that out. Alright, so let's head along the road here, regroup, and this is a chance for us to heal. That's wonderful. Perfect. Sundren, your highness, brigands are threatening to burn our city down. Please help us vanquish them. You will not interfere. We will deal with you first. Die. Alright, well, looks like we're gonna have to deal with these brigands here, and ooh, they do have a human assassin, so we'll have to be on our toes. It's telling us about concealment, so that's the fact that certain units can be sort of hidden before you get close enough to see them. We've met the friendly outpost of Eldast. Alright, so let's end our turn. We can't move any further. Sundren, this treachery will not go unanswered. Your brother has broken the peace by attacking one of my guests, Yizzo. Thannis fell in the attempt, just as the rebels you incited against me have fallen. I have raised their villages as a lesson to others. Their blood is on your hands. Thannis, no! My beloved brother, dead. Why? There is no rebellion, and there were no rebels in those villages. You murdered innocent people, and Thannis would never be the first to attack. Surrender or suffer. Your lies cannot sway me, rogue. The actions of you and your brother have made it clear to me that the Commonwealth is the only reasonable party here, so I have joined them. It is the so-called peaceful council that is the lie. I will find out what truly happened. My troops, we will replenish our strength in Eldast. We need to raise an army now. The traitorous orc betrayed his duty and the trust of the Elven court. He shall die. Well, Gamblag has declared war on us. We will make your death slow and painful. Well, that's an unfortunate turn of events. You can see here that Sundren's brother Thannis has been killed. Thankfully, we do have our Poison Mastery ready to go, so let's cast that. Of course, our mana situation is not ideal, so we're hopefully going to have some more mana income soon. I imagine if we can get control of Eldast, that will solve that. Then we can get treasure raiding going. But in the meantime here, let's go and deal with these bandits here. We're at full health, thank goodness. So we should be in good shape. The big thing we have to watch out for is that assassin. Oh, geez, they're really hitting us with those crippling wounds. We do have regrowth, though, from that shrine, which is excellent. So what I'd like to do is try to prioritize hitting the assassin, I think, just to try to minimize the amount of damage that the assassin can do. Fortunately, it looks like we are going to have to probably just... Oh, and you know what? I didn't do a good job of this. Now my archers are up front, which is not what I wanted. Yeah, unfortunately, they are going to take some punishment here. I hope we don't lose them. You know what? Let's even cast a spell, maybe. We could blast the assassin. We could... Oh, you know, what we should have done is actually hit one of the scoundrels with some damage. And then we could have finished them off. Oh, you know what? We can still do that. Okay. We'll do this. There. And then we can finish them with the poison blades. Yes. That at least whittles it down a little. Now, we're going to take some serious punishment here, I think. Oh, he one-shotted my archers. Wow. There you can see, I mean, I made that mistake, right? So... that is kind of unfortunate. Yeah, that assassin is going to be a serious problem for us. So let's see, maybe we can free things up a little here. We'll use Sundren to blast this scoundrel. Nice. All right, now we have to deal with... You know what, here, if we can kill these ones off... Yes. Now we can blast for some damage at least. Ooh, that doesn't turn them, though, which is a shame. Alright, well, we'll put the Union Guard in defense mode. Just hope that they take the bait here and keep... Oh, they're going for the archers, yep. Jeez, we lost both our archers. That is really unfortunate. Okay, well... It is what it is, I guess. We'll just have to... Yep, there it is. Yeah, big mistakes on my part there. I didn't pay attention to the fact that my units were crippled, and then, of course, what happened is I wasn't able to get my melee units in front to protect my archers. So, as a result, I lost both of them. The city thanks you. Thank you so much, Your Highness. These were no normal bandits. They have been harassing us persistently for a long time now, getting more aggressive every time. We suspect they are supported by Gamblag, as he does nothing to stop them. We are exhausted and weakened. Could we ask you to protect this city with your forces and leadership? Absolutely. Now that we have a foothold here, it's time to think about our next step. Gamblag has closed off the teleporter, but there is a way through the mountains east of Eldast. I can order the city to build some troops while I go east. He will pay. Alright, well, really costly battle for us, unfortunately, losing both sets of longbowmen. Again, huge mistakes on my part. Hopefully we can recover from that. Alright, so we have to find a way in. We need to get to Gamblag. I need to find Thannis' body to give him a proper burial, and the pool is part of the ancient heritage of the High Elves. It needs to be retaken. We need to go east and find a way in. Okay, so we're gonna have to find a way to get in here. Let's see. Structures inside domain. Oh, okay, so this is gonna just tell us about the basic stuff. So this is now our throne city. We're going to want to clear out these structures to gain access to the additional benefits as the city grows. We did thankfully get ourselves another longbowman, so that's good at least. In terms of what we could build, let's see. Gold is really good, mana not so great, so we might want to build a shrine just to improve that. So I think that's what we'll start with. And then we can... Although, hang on, the city's going to grow in 7 turns, and then we'll get creation node income. That being said, it's going to be a while, so I'd rather get that going now. We could start treasure raiding. That should be fine. I do notice over here there is a cartographer's tent, which would be good for us to investigate. Let's do that. Nice. Okay, that looks like a Fey dwelling. Ooh, and there's production resources right here. I wonder, can we... Is there anything guarding them? Wow, it doesn't look like it. Okay. Well, that's fantastic. So, you know what? We should be able to just head over there and deal with that. I do notice we've got some haste berries here as well. I think what I will do with Sundren's group is I will have them maybe move over here and then hang out until our archer can join us. Meanwhile, this guy, I think what we're going to do is have him stand on those production resources to benefit our city there. So we will wait a turn. Excellent. All right, now let's grab these. Excellent. We can do a shooting ground or a storehouse. I'm going to go for the storehouse to increase our growth rate. Fantastic. Now it grows in 4 turns instead of the previous 7. So that's wonderful. Now our archer, unfortunately, can't make it over enough to get into this battle. And I would like to have an archer to deal with the ogre and the boar. So I might wait one more turn before we do anything too crazy. However, what I am going to do is make contact here. Nice. Okay, so we have a quest available. Tell me more. Let me know when you want to talk. Tell me more about the quest. Capture the nearby castle. A few weeks ago, Gamblag built a castle in the north to close off the bridge to all visitors. Now we don't get any gifts from passing travelers hoping to see a fairy anymore. The castle must be brought down. It's too close to us, and nasty sounds emerge from it at night. It disturbs us. All right, we will accept that quest. Okay, so we have to go to this fort here and deal with it. So that's great. We at least now know what we have to do. So why don't we just... We'll wait here, and we can do this battle. We can select a research choice here. Let's see, we have Suffocate. This is a combat spell. Does some damage. I'm not as keen on it. I think I'd rather either get some extra casting points or maybe do... What does Off the Beaten Path do? Benefits are irregulars. I think I'm going to go for the Grimbeak Crows, honestly. Alright, so then that will do it for our turn. Yes, because the archer can't move any further, unfortunately. Okay, we now have the shrine, so our mana situation is improved, which is wonderful. And then what we'll do is we will engage this battle here. Oh, interesting. They are trying to flee. What do you want to do? I mean, I could let them run, but I want the experience, so I'm going to fight them purely for experience here. Of course, the one thing I didn't realize is that Mass Bless is in effect, so, or I didn't notice, and that means we're going to have a heck of a time dealing with that ogre. I'm hoping maybe we can finish off the boar before the ogre gets close enough to cause us any real problems. There we go. Shoot, and our archer is not where I wanted over there, which is going to be in range of the ogre. Alright, what we're going to do is we're going to take our pikemen, put them right here, and then our swordsman can go like this, and our archer we're going to just pull. We're not going to make the same mistake twice. We're going to just consolidate our troops over here like this. Yeah, that's the best we can do. The boar is going to hit us, but hopefully we'll... Shoot, and of course I still did not do a great job of guarding my archers. Okay, let's go like this. Perfect, alright. And then we can... Oh, man, they do a lot of damage, these ogres. I think I might have made a mistake by taking this battle, because now I'm probably... Yeah, I'm going to lose more units, which is not what I want. Let's see, maybe I can cast some spells to help me out. Target-friendly unit gains 8+ defense for the next 2 turns. You know what? We might need to use that. I think we're going to have to. Probably onto the swordsman, maybe. Alright, so let's buff them and see what it does. Moving target. 2 turns, they've got really strong defense. I mean, we still take a ton of punishment from them, but at least there. Yeah, and they could just one-shot our archers. So what we'll do is we'll put our pikemen in the way. Let's see what happens. Oh, shoot. Yeah, there it is. And there go the archers. Again, we lost another set of archers. Holy cow. Well, is what it is, I guess. We'll do some big damage there. I mean, that's the cost, right? We were going for experience, and we're paying the price, so... Is what it is. Alright, let's get the kill here if we can. Nice. At least we got some good experience, though. Just sucks losing another set of archers. Part of it is those longbowmen have very, very low health, and I kind of keep underestimating how little health they have. We did get a level up, however, with Sundren, which is very good. Let's see, we could do Dirty Half Dozen. We get Devout Slayer. We could do Infiltration Squad, which allows us to get up on the walls with all of our units. You know what? We might need that if we're going to be battling against these castle forts here. So I might actually do Infiltration Squad. There it is. All right, so we're going to have to probably make some units here because we've made poor choices and we are low on troops now. So one thing we could do is build a ward eventually to give us access to some of these Chivalrous Intention-based units, including a Night Guard, Vanguard, and a Sentry. Rogue's Palace would give us access to some of the rogue-based units, but we don't have the upgrades for them yet. So let's do a Longbowman just to replace the one we just lost. In the meantime here, we will head over and see what we are dealing with. You know what? We can grab this. What would be ideal would be to do some fighting before we end up... Yeah, like, look at this. It's an Exalted. So that's going to be pretty tough for us. And they have a wall. So we are going to be in very, very tough. We're going to have to get stronger before we do that. Oh, nice. We've got refugee camps over here. Oh, what's this? A Draconian calls out. Sundren, good you are still alive. My name is Reskar. I was part of the council. Thannis told me you were here. Please, Gamblag has gone mad. Can you offer shelter to these refugees? I helped them flee when Gamblag razed their cities. I thank you for helping them. Can you tell me what happened? Do you know what happened with Thannis? Do you have any information that could aid me? I don't know much, I'm afraid. It happened when I was away. They said there had been a fight, but I saw Thannis had wounds in his back. Things moved fast, as if prepared. Gamblag has switched sides to the Commonwealth and had his troops raze the High Elf cities. They tried to stop me from leaving, but I fought my way out. I know that isn't what you hoped for. I am convinced Thannis was innocent. He was kind, gentle, the only one who treated me with respect. He alone voted in favor of allowing me to submerge the Radiant Egg, a sacred artifact of my people, in the Pool of Origins. I would be honored to help his sister any way I can and join forces with you. Thank you. You are very welcome to join me. I could very much use an ally. The world has taken a turn for the worse, and when we retake the pool for the Elven Court, you are most welcome to submerge your artifact in it. Oh, thank goodness. We really needed some extra units here. So now we've got Reskar Scape Shaper, who is a Draconian Archdruid. Oh, that's wonderful. Okay, well. Ooh, and look at this. We have a High Elf Settler and a stack of Draconian units. Okay, now we are cooking with gas here. So we can build an outpost. All the resources. Okay, yeah, so we want to build this in a good spot. Right here is probably not a bad location, actually. We'd have access to the ruins, this gold mine, and this magma forge. We just have to find out what this is. Because if that's a nearby city, then that's not a great place. Reskar must survive. Okay, so we have to keep him alive. And now we have to try to liberate the Pool of Origins. Thannis is dead, and Gamblag now holds the pool in the name of the Commonwealth instead of the Elven Court. The traitor needs to be vanquished. His throne city must be taken, and he must be defeated in combat. After pacifying the Vale of the Pool, accompany Reskar to the pool to allow him to submerge his artifact egg there. Alright, well. I see another refugee camp here. Hang on, what's his mission? Reskar must survive. Okay. Well, let's just grab all these. Excellent. Eldost is growing. And then I think we will just put our city pretty much right here. Yeah, let's go right like this. Before we do that, though, let's just double check what we are dealing with over here. Okay, so this looks like a city here, though. We might want to then build somewhere else because we're going to be right next to... You know what? I think there really is no other good spot, though, that I can see, at least not right around here. So let's go right here. All right. Now, this looks like it is a city. We should be careful near Gamblag's domain. He can cast spells wherever he can see. When I fled the pool, I feared his spells the most. We need to get to... Okay, so this is just find a way in completed. So, this is a human city, it looks like. So, we'll have to... Maybe we can lay siege to it. I do notice an ancient ruin here. It'd be good to clear that out, too, because we want to get the benefit of it in our city. So, maybe what we'll do, though, is we will combine our forces. So, let's add Reskar in here, and then get our Draconian Elder, maybe, to add into the mix. We've still got our melee units, our Swordsmen, and our Union Guard. Otherwise, we just have some Flamers, the Crusher, and then we have this Charger. So if we were to add in the Elder... There we go, getting that extra population growth. And that should mean, yeah, the city has now grown, which is fantastic. So we'll have this Longbowman in 2 turns. You know what? I might even cancel that now that I'm... Because we've got plenty of units at this stage, so I'm less worried about building one now. I'd rather work on developing the city a little further so that we're better able to maybe produce some higher quality units down the road. I am tempted to go for that ward, maybe. Let's see. Siege Workshop would be great to then improve our production capabilities. We're going to grow the city in 4, so getting 10 plus whatever the city grows, extra production that is, would be good. So let's get that going. In the meantime here, like I said, we are going to try for the... You know what? We could probably do the gold mine first, just to gain a little bit more experience. So let's do that quick. And then we can raid the ruins. I do want to make sure that we... Okay. Like I said, previously we made mistakes and we lost units, so we are going to focus very keenly on not losing any more units, because that was, you know, big mistakes on my part. We've lost 3 sets of archers, which, again, the elves, their longbowmen are incredibly powerful. So we need to make sure we don't do that. Can't afford those kind of mistakes. So from this point forward, we've got to smarten up. All right. So we can move our flamer up. And we can throw... Oh, we can't quite reach them. That's fine. All right, well, we'll put our units kind of like this, just so that we're ready to fight. And then over here, what we'll do is we will bring our swordsmen up and our pikemen up, get our storm sister in position, and our heroes as well. And then we will, I think, call it a day for this turn. Let's just see, what kind of spells do we have with Reskar? Root Spears is a good one, so we might need to use that to do some damage. For now, I think we're all right. Okay, we're going to take some punishment. Oh, that hurt. Ouch. All right, so what we can do with Reskar is we can... Oh, look at that. Incredible amount of damage. There's the kill, just right up. No problem at all with Reskar, just getting the kill in easy. We'll go over here, do a little bit of damage to the Drudge. And then we can Firebomb. And Firebomb. Excellent. Now that Drudge is about to die. It would be wonderful if perhaps we could get the kill maybe with Sundren. Like this. Excellent. All right, now the danger is this Breacher. This is a powerful unit, has Overwhelm, which is dangerous for our pikemen and shielded units. So these guys are going to be pretty tough. Ugh, yeah, they do a lot of damage. So we'll put our melee fighters up front. Okay, thankfully can't make it down to Sundren, which is good. I was a little worried there for a second. Our Crusher... we'll go over here with the Crusher. The Elder can move over. And that's going to do it for the turn. Now, we should be able to survive the attack, I hope. Yes, we did. Okay, that's totally fine. All right, now what we want to do, let's see, how are we doing for experience? We're getting pretty good, so I think we could probably... Oh, yeah, we could sneak around behind and get the kill with a backstab, which is pretty solid. Just want to see, I don't think we have any other, like, buffing type abilities that we can use. No. Oh, you know what? We have Dispel Magic. Oh, here's an idea. We can go like this. And I think this gets them experience. They're at 45. Let's see. Failed. Yeah, it did. It got them 4 experience. Well, hey. Better than nothing. All right, let's get that kill. Perfect. We're getting Sundren closer to the level up she needs. We did get a level up with our Storm Sister there, which is great. Now, the negative, of course, is any of our units might have taken a bit of damage. Thankfully, the main stack did not take any extra damage, really. Aside from a little bit on Reskar himself, which is fine. So what we can do now is we can cruise back over here. And let's see what we're dealing with. Ooh, we've got a Rock Troll. Plus a Mongrel and a Wolf. So the Rock Troll, pretty scary. Has Regrowth, Guard Breaker, Dedicated to Evil, of course. Is considered armored. Ooh, 20% physical protection. That's pretty scary. Yeah, this is a tough customer. We might have to use some of our spell casting on this guy. I think we can do it, and we're also going to have Mass Curse, so we just have to be really careful. Let's do it. We are really going to have to rely on our range damage, I think. Okay, we'll buff Reskar. There it is. So, we could do our Root Spears here. I mean, I hate hitting them when they're in defense mode. That's kind of less desirable. What Rain of Poison Blades? Yeah, they have a lot of blight protection, so it's not as useful. Now, ideally, I want to draw them out to start attacking me if I can. One of the problems we have, though, is, like, our Swordsman is just not tanky enough to be able to really, like... you know, tank the damage that we're going to need them to. Same goes for our Union Guard, unfortunately. This is just kind of a tough spot. How are they for fire damage? Take a look. Nice, they have fire weakness. Thank goodness for that. So our Draconian Elder is going to be extremely useful for that purpose. All right, what we're going to do is we're going to take Reskar. We're going to do our Root Spears here, just to try to entice them. Oh, I forgot they have Regrowth, so that was pointless. I should have used it on a Wolf or a Mongrel. At the very least, that should entice them to come out and fight me. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Alright, well, the Troll's staying back. You know what? That is excellent for us, as that gives me an opportunity now to thin out the other units. There it is. That's wonderful. Okay, the Mongrel now needs to die. Can we step over and get our line of... Yeah, our line of sight is fixed. Wonderful. And we could step up here and do a little bit of damage just to soften them up a touch more. Don't think they can... Ooh, they can go around and hit our hero. All right, well then what we'll do... We'll go like this and like this. And that way we are protecting our units a little bit better. Rock Troll can't get to us yet, so we should be fine. Oh, I didn't think of that one. Okay, well, at least our Elder is still alive, thank goodness. What we'll do then is we will attack with our Swordsman, maybe. Get the kill there, yep. Okay, now we can just let the Rock Troll have it. There's the fire attack. We need that. We want to step up with our Storm Sister for sure. But before we do that, let's get Reskar closer. Oh, that line of sight penalty, though. Shoot. Okay, well, we will step the Storm Sister up. Do as much damage as we possibly can. Reskar can advance here. And, again, do as much damage as possible. If we go here, I think we're... Yeah, we're good there. Okay. A little more. Nice. And then I think Sundren should be able to get the finish, maybe. Let's see. We do minimum of 3, maximum of 4. As long as we do 4 on one of the rolls, we should be fine. Excellent. Nice. And we didn't lose anybody. That's the important part. Good level up for Sundren as well. Pyromancer's Tinderbox. Immolating Touch. You know what? Doing it for the knowledge is probably better. The only, you know, getting the extra gold wouldn't be bad, especially with a new city. We're going to need more gold, but I think we'll take it. We can always sell the Tinderbox as well, but getting that extra knowledge is kind of useful. That shortened our research by one turn there, so I'm going to actually sell the Tinderbox because I don't really need it. There it is. Okay, that's wonderful. We can upgrade Sundren. Nice, okay. Now we've got some good upgrades. Stronger than Steel. All units in the hero's army gain armor piercing. That's really good. Counter poison is also super helpful. Extra blight protection, which is really good for our high elves that need it. But I think we'll go Stronger than Steel to get the armor piercing upgrade, since a lot of units we've already been fighting have been armored. Oh, that's wonderful. What a great upgrade for her there. And then our Draconians down here. Again, we're going to want to keep scouting a bit, that's for sure. I don't really know if there's much else we can do at the moment. Looks like there's some units down here in a treasure chest, so we're going to want to probably head over that way. So let's do that. And then we'll end it there. So, again, we put ourselves in a bad spot by... losing some units early, but we are trying to make up for it now with... hopefully some good decisions. All right. Probably, you know, we probably should have done more exploring over here. I mean, again, maybe once this is finished, I will build a unit and just have them scout over here just to see what we find. Especially since we got the haste berries sitting there to help us. All right, so Sundren can move maybe over this way. We can probably split this stack up now and have Reskar lead the Draconians. You know what? Okay, let's just wander over here. Nice, okay. We can grab the... gold, which is wonderful. So let's do that. There we go. All right, so that's good. We've got the gold. And then let's go with Sundren and see just how strong is this city. Ooh, it's pretty well defended. They don't have a wall, but they do have a shock trooper. Now, I think if we pool up our troops, we should be okay to engage that battle. We'll just pull back, and then I think what we'll do is we'll group up our forces and go for the city. Next research choice here. We could do Produce Scoundrel. That also gives us the High Elf Night Guard unit. Bless is a pretty good upgrade, though. Bless is target friendly unit. Gives them +2 defense, +2 resistance, extra 300 morale. Cloak and Dagger wouldn't be bad just for the extra casting points, honestly. Yeah. I'm going to go for maybe the Cloak and Dagger just for the casting, I think. Especially now that we can summon the Grimbeak Crows. Once this is done, the treasure rating, we'll get a crow going. And you know what? The crow is how we're going to scout this over here. So that's the new plan. Right. Alinos is built. So what do we want to do there? We've got a pretty good amount of gold. I think we'll probably go for the Classic Builder's Hall just to get us up to 50 production income. That's going to speed things up tremendously there. Okay, we're going to end it there, and let's just hope he doesn't come out and attack us. Thank goodness for that. Okay, I was a little worried. Okay, we're going to cast Treasure Rating. Wonderful. All right, now we are going to send our troops in here. See. Oh, yeah, we should be strong enough. This is going to be a tough battle, though. I mean, you know, especially with that shock trooper in there. That is a very strong unit, obviously, so we have to be careful. One thing I am going to do is move the Elder over to this stack because, again, the Elder can buff other Draconians, and we're probably going to buff Reskar, so... Alright, let's attack. Should be doable. We just have to try to minimize our casualties. That's the most important thing here. Oh, and of course, hitting us with some spells early is Gamblag. Shouldn't be surprised, I guess. Alright, well, let's get Reskar out here, and we can buff him up. Draconian Ancestry. Dragon Ancestry, I guess it is. Alright, we'll get our archers in. We'll keep the Crusher out to kind of protect our archers. Now, sadly, the Charger's been hit and is going to be a little bit kind of out of commission now, so won't be as useful for us. Our other units here, we are just going to advance, including with Sundren here. I'm hoping that they'll come out to fight us, but I don't think they will. They're going to play it defensively, which is smart. That's what they should do. Oh, never mind. They are coming out to face us. All right, well, shoot. Okay, you're gonna play aggressive. That's fine. Fine with me. Look at this. We can blast them pretty good with some fire bombs here. Fortunately, the only one we can hit is the archer, but... Alright, Charger's going to come over. We need to play defense for sure with our melee units here as much as possible. Because look at this. They can come right in and attack our archers, which we've seen already how devastating that is due to some of my blunders I've made already. The cavalry can really do some work on us too because they can flank around and cause us some serious problems. What might be nice would be to throw a root spear onto the cavalry to kind of hamstring them a little bit. Alternatively, we do it to the shock trooper and reduce their movement. Or try to, anyway, because it's not a guarantee, right? Even if we reduce the movement of the cavalry, they can still kind of do whatever they want. So, let's see. What are the odds of it working? 35% chance. Let's try the cavalry. Okay, didn't work. That's fine. I think what we'll have to do is just kind of acknowledge that we might lose this flamer over there. We'll put the Union Guard there, and then we will, I think, just kind of leave it as is. We will attack the... You know what? We could kill the archer. That would not be the worst idea ever. We go like this. Oh, yeah. That would be great. You know what? If we go here, what's the... Oh, dang. Okay, that's no good. All right, well, we'll do this. Nice. Okay, there's the kill. We'll soften up the cavalry as best we can. We just have to make sure Inioch doesn't die, or excuse me, Sundren doesn't die. That would be devastating at this point. We would lose, right? So, Union Guard's going to have to just tank some damage for us, and so is the Swordsman. Almost forgot about the Elder. We got to move the Elder up. And the Charger's just going to stay put, so is the Crusher. So I'm expecting that the Cavalry will probably go after the Flamer down there, but we'll see. I'm a little nervous about Sundren getting, hit by the Shock Trooper here. Oh, no. Oh, jeez. She survived, but that was nasty. Okay, we got to get Sundren out of danger, that's for sure. All right, let's hit them hard here. We might be able to get the kill. Wonderful. Okay, Sundren has to get the heck out of there. And I think Sundren is bleeding as well, which is not good. So we may have to even try and drop a heal on her with our quick dash. All right, this Flamer is in really rough shape, so we got to bail that Flamer out with our melee unit here. So let's do that. Wonderful. All right, now this Flamer probably needs to fall back. Yeah, you know what? There's no need to get, super aggressive. We will just fall back, play it smart here. No need to be crazy. Bomb the Orc priest that's in there. Now, thankfully, all of their big, strong units are dealt with, so we're in good shape there. We can blast this archer for some hefty damage, and then we should be able to get in there and maybe get the kill. Yes. Wonderful. Now, Reskar can step up and hit this priest for some pretty good damage. Wonderful. And then the Elder might be able to get the kill, actually. Let's see. Oh, shoot. Can't quite. Oh, not enough. That's a real shame. Oh, but the Charger can. Thank goodness. Okay, we don't have to worry about healing Sundren then. We'll just kill the priest off. Excellent. And I don't think we lost anybody. We didn't, yeah. So that was a great battle. We got control of the city. So it awaits its fate. We could migrate it over to the High Elves. That's going to make us evil, and the humans are going to not like us. Or we could absorb it. Kind of inclined to absorb it, honestly. Don't think we have any human units at the moment. And we are Creation Adept, which I think would benefit from us being good. Although I think it's more so the second if you're a Creation Master that it matters. But yeah, let's just absorb it. Take 5 turns, but all right, we can level up Reskar, which is great. Ooh, I like this upgrade. Nature's Resistance, giving us just extra +1 resistance to all units in the stack. That's a really good one. Okay, well, really good work there from our stacks. Now we're going to just press forward and see... Oh, you know what? I totally forgot about this quest. How many more turns do we have? Oh, good. No turn limit. Okay. We can close that out. Now, here's the real trick. Do we want to maybe consider splitting our forces? I'm not sure, because, again, I got so carried away down here, I totally forgot about this quest. I think what I'm going to want to do, though, is probably send at least 1 stack back. We did see how well defended this is, though, so I think we're going to need some pretty strong forces to be able to deal with it. And let's see, oh yeah, let's get our Grimbeak Crows going. That's going to help us with scouting, and we can also add them in to have more fighters if needed, too. When we're done this Siege Workshop, we'll have to make some decisions. Might be worth making a couple of units just to then help and reinforce. But also, we could start working on being able to produce stronger units, right? Like, we could build a ward. We could build the War Hall, maybe. If we build the ward, then the upgrade of the ward is the War Council, which would give us access to the level 2 or tier 2 units from the Chivalrous Intentions pack. So again, we've got some decisions to make. I think this is a great place to leave the first episode. You know, obviously I made some mistakes for sure losing those longbowmen, but I think we've managed to kind of recover a little bit. We're in pretty good shape. Whether this was the best place to build this city or not, I don't know. But overall, I'm pretty happy. I mean, it's kind of close to this one. Maybe I should have moved it over a little bit, but in any case, we're going to zoom out here, take a look. So there is the Origin Temple. There's Eldost, our throne city, Felinios, and Laquette. So we are going to, like I said, save it right here. And we are going to call this campaign episode 1. And as always, guys, thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one.